Hi, I'm PJ and you're watching PJ Collects. Out garage sailing this morning, we're going to see what we can find. First pickup, well I guess my second pickup, my first pickup was a deck of Uno cards earlier this morning. But I made my first pickup this morning at that garage sale right there. I don't know if you can see it. They didn't have anything out that I was interested in. Asked about video games. They didn't have any video games. Said the older daughter had taken them, or maybe a granddaughter. Asked about Legos, and they said, oh, we have a couple tubs of Legos, but I don't know if we're looking to get rid of them. And then the wife said, well, when was the last time we played with those? Or anybody played with those? So they pulled them out for me. So I got this tub right here. It's not full, not by any means. Just pull out what I've got here. There's sort of a house. That's kind of about it. There's some smaller pieces. There's a few base plates in here, which is really nice to get. A few base plates. Sorry about my thumb in the way. And then another base plate here, which is really dirty, but it is Lego brand, so hopefully I can clean that up. And then one more tub. This one is pretty full. There's a lot in there. There are a few minifigs in here, but I'm pretty sure that they are Mega Bloks. I don't think that those are genuine Lego pieces. It looks like most of the pieces in here are Legos, but the minifigs are not. So anyway, that's kind of interesting. But I asked what they wanted for them. They said 5. I went, And the lady said, $2.50, as I said 4. So I ended up paying $4 for them. Which I'm fine with. It's a good amount of Legos for $4, so we'll go through them and see what's in there. Alright, so it's the next day, and was not able to pick anything else up yesterday. I did pick up a couple things this morning. Unfortunately, I had planned on being out at 8 a.m. this morning, hitting up some sales, and I had something come up this morning that I needed to take care of. So I was not able to get out until much later in the morning. My daughter is making noise in the back. She's happy. Yeah, there was a sale that was scheduled for last week, a community sale that I really felt good about, really wanted to go to, and was planning on going to, and then it rained out last weekend, and so they moved it to this weekend, and I was excited to go, and then I had this thing come up that I needed to take care of this morning, so I wasn't able to make it until later, and I'm kicking myself so hard that I wasn't able to be there because multiple people said, oh yeah, we just sold off all of our old video game stuff. We had a whole bunch of stuff. One person was like, oh yeah, we had a whole box of Atari, 100 games, and another guy said he had a whole bunch of Nintendo stuff. I asked about the Legos. One guy said that he had 3 boxes of Legos that he sold that morning, and so I was just really kicking myself, and I drove away from that last sale thinking, oh man, I just missed out. Why do I always miss out on these sales? I see other people on YouTube who they just get deal after deal after deal, and I know that they put in the hours for it, but it seems like I never am able to get those kinds of deals. So I was kicking myself, and I drove down to the end of the street and turned around and was coming back, and the guy kind of waved me down, and he said, I think I might have a couple more Lego things. Wait here just a second. And he went inside, and he came out with 2 of these pick-a-brick tubs. This one full of gray pieces, and then this one, mostly full, just a little bit of air at the top of the whatever that lime green is. And he brought these out. I had said when I got there, that I collect them and play them with my son, and play old video games and play Legos with my son. We have a lot of fun with it. And so he brought those out, and he said, hey man, I'm really sorry that you missed out on the stuff earlier, but I found these. They're just going to sit in an attic. Why don't you just take them? And I said, well, let me give you a few bucks for them or something. He said, no. One dad to another. Let me just give them to you. So he gave those to me for free, which I feel kind of bad about, but at the same time, just super grateful. It was a really, really kind thing to do. Just a really nice guy. These things will go just straight into the collection. We'll get a lot of use out of these. I'm really, really happy about that. That was super nice of him. The other thing that I picked up, I stopped at sort of a pawn shop type thing. I don't know, just a little tiny shop on the old highway out in kind of rural country area, and it said that there was like an estate sale or something like that. I don't think that there was. It looked like someone I talked with the lady there for a little while, and she said that they just buy storage units and kind of piece out stuff and sell them. So in a permanent building, so it's not really a garage sale. But I asked if she had any Legos. They didn't have any video games, but I asked if she had any Legos, and she said, I think we have something, and she pulled out a tub that I'll show you a little later. But there's a whole bunch of Technic pieces in there. So I grabbed the box, and there were 3 manuals in there. I have no idea if any of these are actually in there. There are Technic pieces in there. It looks all genuine Lego, but really old manuals. She also had one of those like Technic figures, and she was wanting like $10 just for that figure, and so I passed on the figure. It didn't look like they went to any of these sets. I don't know anything about Technic. I never played with Technic as a kid, so I don't know anything about them. I don't know if those go to actual Technic sets or what, but I went ahead and passed on the Technic figure and looked it up in my car afterwards. Thought, should I go back in and get it? Didn't look like they were that valuable, so anyway, I picked up the box for like $4. So, it wasn't a total bust of a day. I did get a couple things, but I'm just kicking myself that I wasn't able to get out there early and get to that community sale. I knew it was going to be a good one, and I had something come up that I couldn't avoid missing. So anyway, we'll wrap it all up, and I'll show you what we picked up this week and then last week as well.